It makes it easier
Anyone would like to light a candle? Yeah, come. Yes, we have three. No problem.
Before we start our session today, we have an additional small ceremony, which is the birthday blessing ceremony. So we would like to take the opportunity to wish our, friends and members who are here when their birthday are coming. So we'd like to wish them well-being and good health. So today, so we would like to have all of your birthdays. Actually, we had a list of birthdays in the process of our moving from an old place to new place. We have misplaced it somewhere. We haven't found it yet. So we need to, you know, uh, uh, create a new birthday list, including the new friends who are coming here. So Kay sitting over there will help us to get the birthday list. If you like us to know your birthday, you don't need year, just the month and the date. So please give her and we will collect it. So today we have a birthday girl actually. So we invite our beloved Dana Kennedy to come. Okay, Dana. So we are so delighted that we have this Wednesday that we come together and take this opportunity to give all of our best wishes and blessings for your good health, for your healing, for your joy and happiness. Because this is an opportunity for us to be grateful for all the kindness and all the care and all the joy that you are bringing to our community and our lives. And you have been giving such a good care of monks and also good care of all our friends who are here. And we really cherish your big smile that you're always giving, and any moments of sadness and difficulties, your smile can change our feeling. Yeah. So thank you for wearing that smile on you, despite all the other things going on in your body. We deeply appreciate. We wish that we be able to maintain that joy and may your whole body be healed by the power of that joy and by the power of all the good wishes that we all are directing at you today. Okay, so with the wish, we three of us will chant, and Bhante Kamala is especially grateful for you for helping to being his teacher in driving. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. So we will chant for you. So I will let you move into life. So three of us will chant these blessing verses, wishing Dena the blessings of the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, and blessings of our loving kindness. May all these blessings surround Dena, and may all these blessings bring good health, healing, physical comfort, and physical strength to Dena. And may Dena continue to grow in her skills and spiritual qualities, and may she blossom in her compassion and wisdom. Bhavatu sabbha mangalam rakkantu sabbha devata sabbha buddhanubhavena sada sotthi bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabbha mangalam rakkantu sabbha devata sabbha dhammanubhavena sada sotthi bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabbha mangalam rakkantu sabbha devata sabbha sanghanubhavena sada sotthi bhavantu te. Yeah, please start the plate from the bottom and wish a happy birthday. Very happy and healthy.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Let's do our chanting before the meditation. Please turn to page 5 of our chanting book. Salutation to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. The three refuges. Buddham saranam gacchami, Dhammam saranam gacchami, Sangham saranam gacchami, Dutiyampi Buddham saranam gacchami, Dutiyampi Dhammam saranam gacchami, Dutiyampi Sangham saranam gacchami, Tatiyampi Buddham saranam gacchami, Tatiyampi Dhammam saranam gacchami, Tatiyampi Sangham saranam gacchami. Next page, the 5 precepts. Panadipata veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami, adinādana veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami, Kāmesu micchāchārā veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami, musāvādā veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami, Suramire majjhe pamadatthana සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි. On the opposite page, let's read the affirmative vows. Being aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn best to protect the lives of all living beings. Being aware of the suffering caused by authoritarian, stealing, and oppression, I vow to respect the property of others and to practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. Being aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to respect my commitments and those of others. I am determined not to engage in relations without love and long-term commitment. Being aware that words can create suffering, I vow to learn to speak truthfully and develop peaceful, kind, and meaningful speech. Being aware of suffering that an intoxicated and agitated mind can produce, I vow to develop mindfulness and heedfulness. Next page. Homage to the Buddha. Iti piso bhagava arahan samma sambuddho vidyacharana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati Santa Deva Manussanam Buddho Bhagavati. Homage to the Dhamma. Swagato Bhagavata Dhammo Sanditiko Akaliko Ipasiko Opanaiko Padmitantang Veditabko Vinyuhiti. Homage to the Sangha. Supatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Ujjupatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Nyayapatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Samishi Patipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Yadidam Chattakari Purisa Yugani Ante Purisa Kungala Esa Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Ahuniyo Dakiniyo Anjali Karaniyo Anuttarang Punyak Ketang Lokasati. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Offerings. Offering of light. Ganesaram padittena dipena tamadansina tiloka dipam sambuddham pujayami tamunudam. Offering of incense. Gandha sambhara yuttena dupena sugandhi
Pujena Pujai Pujaniyam Tam Puja Bhajana Muttamam.
Offering of flowers.
Vande Gandhe Gunopetam Etam Kusuma Santatim Pujayami Munindase Sripada Sarorudhe Pujemi Buddham Kusumena Nina Punyena Ditena Labami Mokam Pumpam Nilayati Yathaidam Mi Kayo Tatayati Vinasabhavam.
Offering of water.
Adivase Dunubante Paniyam Parikappitam Anukampam Upadaye Patiganhatu Uttame.
Offering of drinks.
Adivase Dunubante Milane Pancayang Imam Anukampang Upadaye Patiganhatu Uttame.
Worship of shrines.
Vandami Titiyam Sambham Sambedhani Supatitpitam Saririka Dhatu Mahabodhin Buddha Rupam Sakalam Salam. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Next page. Wish of well-being.
Itmideva manchande namaste Namaste Manu Rate Nampe Punyami Sandam Mikulang Alatang Sansamu Bhave Hatan
Reflections on the teachings of the Buddha in English. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made I. If one speaks or acts with an impure mind, suffering follows like the wheel that follows the foot of the ox. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made I. If one speaks or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows like one shadow that never leaves. generosity, kind words, benevolent attention towards others, and equanimity towards all beings and all things. These bonds of sympathy function in the world like a living and moving God. One by one, little by little, moment by moment, wise people should remove their impurities as the smith removes the dross from silver. For one who mindfully dwells bound of loving kindness, may defile one's heart weekend and the freedom from thinking his sin. All conditioned things are impermanent. When one ceases with them, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification. All conditioned things are unsatisfactory. When one ceases with them, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification. All things are not self. When one ceases with them, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Okay, welcome everyone for our meditation session. So now we are all going to make an effort together, a joint effort to cultivate wholesome qualities in our mind and also cultivate our skill of mindfulness. So we are all going to take a moment to pay our whole attention to ourselves and then gradually guide our mind to grow in wholesome quality of loving kindness and then sharpen our skill of mindfulness. So this is genuinely a very good trait that you are you are giving to yourself, and finally you have got this time to take care of yourself that will enable you to take care of many others. So it's really important that we take a moment to take care of ourselves. So rejoice that you have got this opportunity now. You have made the decision to come here. And rejoice this opportunity, rejoice this wholesome gathering and this guidance and this wholesome space. Just appreciate and rejoice this opportunity. And rejoice your own effort to join this meditation. With that rejoice, let us make a determination that I will engage in this meditation wholeheartedly. I will make use of this opportunity, this wholesome space, and I will engage in a committed practice. Make that determination now. With that determination, let us listen to the sound of the bell to gather our attention to this present moment. And then we will do a chant, Namo Buddhaya, to further help us to settle into this moment. Namo Settle into this moment and just feel your body. Just observe how this body is sitting here. Feel where your body is meeting the chair or cushion. Feel the pressed muscles against the cushion or chair. Feel your hands, your palms and fingers. Observe where they touch now. And feel the warmth or the texture of the surface that your fingers are touching now. And feel your clothes in any part of your body. Observe where you feel your clothes the most. Feel that touch sensation. And let us just be in the body. With this awareness of the body, let us take a moment to further relax our body while keeping our upper body upright, our chin somewhat parallel with the earth. We will simply let our muscles to relax. Our bones can carry the weight of the body. We can relax all the muscles. Let us relax our facial muscles. Closely watch your eyebrows and forehead and try to drop your eyebrows a little bit down. No ripples in between your eyebrows and simply pushing them away. Relax in the forehead. You can drop your jaw inside the mouth. Further relax in the face. And if you wish, you can bring a gentle smile to further relax your muscles in the face. We will bring our whole attention gradually down to our shoulders. See whether you feel any tightness around your shoulders. Let us take this moment to relax those shoulders, all the muscles. When you are breathing out, allow all the muscles in the shoulders to open up and relax and drop down. If you wish, you can lengthen your breath a little bit. When you're breathing out, drop your shoulders to the sides. Let us also relax our belly muscles. Let us allow our belly to freely drop to the front. When you're breathing out, allow your belly to simply drop down. Drop to the front. We will keep relaxing, releasing, loosening the whole body. Just allowing our hands to simply lie there. no grip, no tightness, allowing our fingers, our palms and hands simply to rest on our lap. We will let this body to be here as relaxed as it can. With this relaxed body, let us now bring our whole attention to our mind. We will let this body to be here. Let it to be here. And bring the whole attention to our mind. And with openness, we will simply observe what are the thoughts, memories that are coming to our mind right now. With a kind of curiosity, openness, we will simply notice whatever the thought or memory that happened to surface in our mind right now. Without developing any thought further, we will simply keep noticing them. Various thoughts, images, memories keep popping up, and this is the nature of our ordinary mind. But now, from this point onwards, let us now purposely direct our mind, guide our mind to experience a wholesome state. Thus, gradually channel our mind to experience one of the most wholesome mental states ever: loving kindness. Loving kindness is the willingness in our heart for everyone to be well. Loving kindness is the friendliness, genuine friendliness towards all beings. It is also a form of acceptance. It is the goodwill towards all beings. Let us now generate that goodwill, that willingness for everyone to be well. We all have this capacity. Everyone is capable of having this wish of well-being, this loving kindness. Let us now manifest that potential into an actual experience. Let us open our heart and generate a willingness for everyone to be well, all living beings. Let us open our heart just like when we see a smiling face of a little baby. A little baby. How do you feel when we say smiling face of a little baby? Let us open our heart just like when we are petting a puppy, a kitten, a bird, or any other pet. Let us open our heart just like that. Genuine goodwill, readiness to care, a wish of well-being. Let us generate that loving kindness right now. Wishing everyone to be well. This is the spark of loving kindness, a wish of well-being. But we can cultivate this loving kindness to become stronger and stronger. We will keep wishing well-being to everyone until we cultivate this wholesome state into a very solid state. We will keep wishing well-being to everyone, including ourselves. Let us start with this living being sitting here. Direct that whole attention to your body, your presence. Let us direct that loving care, that open-heartedness, that friendliness, that goodwill to this person sitting here. Let us wish, may this person sitting here be well, be healthy, be strong, be peaceful. May this body and mind here be well. Let us take a moment to wish well-being to each part of our body. Just like we are petting a puppy or kitten, just like we have a good wish to all a baby, let us have the same wish for this body. This body has been helping us to live our precious human life for many, many years. All these organs, all these parts of the body have been helping us a lot. Let us wish. May these lungs, which are helping us to breathe even right now, both lungs and whole respiratory system, be well. Be healthy. Be healed. Let us direct this loving kindness to our heart. The heart even beating for us right now. the cardiac muscles, the whole cardiovascular system. Be well. Be healthy. Be healed. May this digesting system, all the organs in this digesting system, which help us to energize our body, the stomach, liver, pancreas, intestine, colon, the whole digesting system. Be well. Be healthy. Be healed. May these kidneys, both kidneys which help us to release the toxins from the body, may both kidneys and whole genitourinary system be well. Be healthy. Be healed. May this nervous system, the spinal cord, all the neurons, the brain stem, middle brain, frontal lobe, the whole central nervous system be well. Be healthy. Be healed. Let us allow this loving kindness wish, loving kindness intention to travel throughout the body, healing each part of the body. Allow this intention, this wish to reach every corner of your body. May all these muscles, may all these ligaments, tendons, may all these bones and all these joints throughout the body be well. Be healthy. Be healed. Let us now expand this wish, this loving kindness beyond ourselves to everyone else. Let us wish everyone sitting with us in this hall right now. May all these friends who are sitting and meditating right now, may they all be well, be healthy, be peaceful. Let us wish, let us expand this wish to all people who are connected to our life. May all people in our family, our friends, may they too be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. Let's keep expanding this wish as wide as we can to include as many people as we can, as many beings as we can. May all people living in this whole surrounding area, whoever the people living in this surrounding area, may all of them be well, be well, be well, be peaceful. May all people living beyond this surrounding area, in all other distant places, in all cities, may all people living throughout this country, even beyond the country, be well, be well, be well, be peaceful. Let us expand this wish as wide as we can. May all people living in all other places throughout the continent and beyond the continent, in all over the world, may all people are suffering due to conflicts, people who are suffering due to illnesses, people who are suffering due to economic hardships, may all of them be well, be well, be well, be peaceful. Let us expand this wish beyond human beings to all other living beings. May all animals living area, from large ones to smaller ones, may they all be well, be well, be well, be peaceful. Let us expand this wish to cover all living organisms. May all living beings and all forms of life, each and every living organism, without exception, be well, be well, be well, be peace, peaceful, peaceful. Limitless love, the loving kindness pervading throughout the world, the loving kindness that embraces all beings with no reservations, with no limits. It simply embraces all beings. Experience this openness, this limitless love, this unbound loving kindness. Rejoice this wholesome state of the mind, manifested loving kindness. With this rejoice, let us now gently move to a silent, deeper meditation. Bring your whole attention to the flow of your breath. In this peaceful, calm, loving moment, we can feel our breath gently moving in and gently moving out. Let us deepen the peace that we have developed through loving kindness meditation by simply paying attention to our breath and anchoring our attention with the breath and resting with the breath. Notice the movement of the air through the nostrils. Feel the touch of the air in the inner walls of your nostrils. And feel the difference between the in-breath and the out-breath. This breath is truly happening now. This breath is the bedrock of our life. This breath makes everything possible. Without the breath, everything else becomes meaningless. So with deep appreciation, with deep respect, let us be with our breath for the next few minutes. Try to feel it as fully as you can. Observe the details of the whole process. Whenever you have other thoughts, memories, simply acknowledge them and bring your attention back to the breath. Be with your breath. Rest with your breath. Be with your breath in this last few minutes. Let us give our full effort to be with our breath, to rest with our breath. Dukkha Patacha Nidukha Bhayapattache Nibbhaya Sokhapattache Nisokha Hontu Sabbepi Panino. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are grieving be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of your meditation and gently put our palms together and place them against your chest. Let us take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have a peaceful meditation in our life. Let us feel grateful to all great teachers in the past who passed this wisdom from generation to generation. Let us feel grateful to anyone who helped your meditation tonight and anyone who arranged and cleaned this place for us to meditate tonight. Let us feel grateful even to these non-living things which helped our meditation, including this bell, the chair, the cushion, and this device that helped you to connect to this meditation from home. And with deep gratitude to all people and all things that made this meditation possible for us today, let us say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay. Any sharing of your experience? Or anything, any questions or any queries?
Like, when you say loving kindness all over the world, I think of Ukraine.
That's good.
You know,
Yeah.
the fear and just what they're going through.
Yeah. So yeah, in different times, different periods, we will have a specific, area, a specific group of people that we will think more. Yeah. I think I did say that people who are suffering from due to conflicts and financial hardships. That's for Sri Lanka. And we thought about that. Okay, yeah. Thank you for sharing. I think we can move to the discussion part. So we have been discussing the similes of the Buddha. Try to be familiar with the different similes, and try to remember the simile, and then try to make sense of that teaching, and try to understand how we can apply that teaching to our life. Today, actually, a simile is a gem, simile of a gem, or a special kind of gem. Are you familiar with this gem called beryl gem? Beryl gem, like a anyone can explain a little bit what's a beryl gem?
It's a semi-precious gemstone, often polished, faceted, several colors.
Yeah. Thank you, David. Thank you for coming today. Yeah. So there are different varieties of beryl gem. They're different colors. Emerald also one form. Beryl, yeah. But this gem is a clear gem. When it is really, there are also like colorless beryl too. So this symbol is about that. This symbol is given by the Buddha after explaining the kind of the clarity we will get as a result of meditation in our mind. The clarity in our mind that we will get when the Buddha want to explain the kind of clarity that we will get as a result of meditation, he used this simile of this gem. And when we practice meditation, we definitely doing at least we are doing two things, two main things. One is calming our mind, and as a result, calming our body also. So the calming, quietening, making it peaceful and tranquil. That's one part. The other one that we are actually doing is actually sharpening the awareness and enhancing the clarity. So there's a two part to this. What is happening in our mind when you are doing meditation? On one hand, it's calming down. On the other hand, it's also developing its clarity. So that is why we have this two aspects of meditation we call samatha and vipassana, calming meditation and insight meditation. So when we practice meditation, it's not only about calmness, it's not only about peace, but it's also about clarity of the mind. Because once we develop the clarity as a result of meditation, many things will appear quite clear to us. The things that we didn't see before, things that we cannot understand will become so obvious, so clear to us as a result of that practice. And here, Buddha say that when you practice meditation regularly, and the mind will get concentrated, and he has number of words that he explained, and the number of words that he used to explain the kind of mind that we will develop as a result of meditation. He said that concentrated, purified, bright, unblemished, free from defects, pliant, malleable, steady, and then attain to imperturbability. Imperturbability. That's the kind of mind that we can achieve as a result of meditation. Concentrated, purified, bright, unblemished, pliant, malleable, steady. Do you find that you're kind of closer to that state? I mean, we have experienced some glimpses of those states. If not 100%, maybe 10%. Do you feel it's steadier than before? Do you feel it's more concentrated than before? Right? Think about this time on the other days of your week, when you're in front of your computer and watching news. How is the mind? And compare it with the kind of mind that you are having now. So it becomes that calm, but at the same time it's also become malleable. It means that we can now, mind is ready to use it for some wholesome purposes. And the Buddha said that once our mind develops some kind of steadiness, calmness, that this kind of unwavering state, then we can direct our mind. And in this case, Buddha is asking us to direct our mind to understand the mind itself. Actually, not only the mind, to understand the mind and body itself, understand this whole thing happening here. So we develop some steadiness, calmness, and then you turn that calm and steady mind to understand what is happening here. Without naming, without using any concept and images, simply look and directly experience what is happening here. And Buddha say that when we turn that attention inward, and we will see what is happening here, just like when we are looking at a beryl, the clear crystal. And so Buddha said that when you look into your own body and on this organism, this life inward, you will discern this body of mine is endowed with form, composed of the four primary elements. The four primary elements, Bhante. I think you did your research on the four primary elements and the atoms. Right? So what are the four primary elements, Bhante?
First one is the earth, right?
Earth. Patavi, the solidity, right? Solid nature, the earth. And next?
Then the water.
The liquid.
Up,
Liquid nature, apo. Yeah.
Then the fire.
Fire, the heat, the temperature.
No, sorry, the air.
Yeah.
Then the fire.
Air is like the movement. Yeah. And then, so the four primary elements. So when you look into this body, you see that this body is composed of form, which has four aspects to it. The solidity, liquidity, um, uh, mobility, yeah, yeah, and then right, and then the heat, temperature. So you begin to see that this what we call this body is actually made up of these 4 primary elements, and then born from mother and father, the genetic makeup, born from mother and father, nourished with rice and porridge. Those were the food that many people in the 6th century BC used to eat. In your time, maybe in our time, maybe you can say nourished with bread and cheese, whatever. Yeah, maybe pizza. Right? Yeah. So nourished with rice and porridge. And so you begin to see this, this actual thing here, right? This is made up of this, physical form, this, 4 primary elements, with genetic makeup from our parents, and then, and nourished with this, food that we have eaten, and is subject to change, subject to dissolution, subject to dispersion, and it's not a solid thing actually, although we think as a solid thing. So what is happening here actually with this calmness we develop in the mind, we are asked to use that clarity, clear mind to really see what is happening here. Because usually when we think about our body, we don't really see it what it really is. We all have an image of our body. We have an image of our body, and we have image of others' body. So we usually relate our own body and also others' body using our images. And so we and we don't really directly really feel the actual body. We relate to our body through our mental image of our body, and we look at other bodies not as they really are, but with our images of those bodies. So that is why most of the time, for many of us, body becomes an object of desire. It's something that we feel is an object of desire rather than it's an organism. For many of us, we will look at a body not necessarily as an organism, as this, this whole, processes, but most like an object of desire, as something we can get some pleasure from, which is not completely wrong, but it's not the holistic view of the body. So with this clarity of the mind, we are really looking at the actual processes happening here. And what we will see, this is made of form, with 4 primary elements, and from genetic makeup and nourished with the food that we have eaten, and also it's kind of keeps. It's not really a solid thing, when you really closely look at this whole body. It's not really a body in the sense of like a solid entity. It's a movement. It's a process. It's a continuous process of evolution and dissolution, right? It's a very rapid, constant process of building up and collapsing. So you begin to see that inconstant nature of the body, and then not only the body, and this consciousness is supported here and bound up here. So this is the connection that we are seeing. So we are seeing this, the bodily, the physical processes, and also we are also seeing the mental, the psychological processes, and how these 2 things are bound up and connected to each other. So again, let me read again. When the mind is that clear and calm and quiet, and when you direct our attention inward, and this is what will discern. This body of mind is endowed with form, composed of 4 primary elements, born from mother and father, nourished with the rice and porridge, subject to inconsistency, rubbing, pressing, dissolution, dispersion. And this consciousness is supported here and bound up here. What is here there? this consciousness is supported here, bound up here, means that it's supported by this body and bound up to this body. So we begin to see not only one process, we begin to see two processes, physical process and mental process working here, but they are like supporting each other, and they're bound up so closely to each other.
Okay. Is the emotional body part of the physical body, or?
You mean the emotions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. When you come to like a sensations part, it's both body and mind. But of course, in reality, but if you only think about emotions, and it's mainly a mental event, but affecting the physical body so much. So we can distinguish mental processes and physical processes, but we can't separate them. So emotions will be mental, but the impact that emotion can have on us could be both mental and physical. So, and
Like also physical, like pleasure or pain, it goes that way too.
exactly, yeah, emotion can be both positive and negative. Yes.
If I may, I suffer from PTSD and depression. The mental process that goes through my brain affects me physically. It's one and one.
Well, I was thinking of like, you cut yourself or step on a nail or something, that kind of feeling.
That is sensation. That is
Okay.
sensation, not the emotion.
Right.
Emotion will
I
be,
was talking about both.
but yeah. So you will have a definitely, sensation which is not pleasant, and then maybe you can develop an emotion about that.
But then you can have an emotion that develops a physical sensation.
Exactly. You can have,
So it can go either way.
yes.
Okay.
You can have really, anger and resistance, blame and cursing, and then that again, create another set of sensations,
Well,
and will trigger another set of emotions. Yeah, this is exactly. So this is bound up, So Buddha said, but all these things are like talk. But what Buddha is saying that direct that attention and see how this is happening. So this consciousness is supported here and bound up here. There's this whole body that is made up of four primary elements. This whole physical organism is supporting the consciousness, and consciousness bound up here. And then the Buddha gave that simile of beryl, right? Beryl. So give the simile of the beryl. Just as if there were a beautiful beryl gem of the purest water, eight-faceted, well polished, clear, limpid. What is limpid?
Limpid, like a clear steel pool.
Yeah, it's called limpid.
Limpid.
Consummate in all its aspect. And going through the middle of this gem was blue, yellow, red, white, or brown thread. Those days, of course, whenever we have that kind of precious gem, we will wear them as jewelries. So, to wear them, you will put a string through that, gem. So this polished, clear gem, and within it, we find either a blue, yellow, or red, or brown thread going through this gem. A man with the good eyesight, taking it in his hand, or to reflect on it, will see clearly this beautiful beryl gem and its string that goes inside of it. So in the same way, when we have a steady, calm mind, and when we direct that mind towards ourselves, we will directly experience what is happening here. this physical form and the mental processes that are so bound up together. Just like we see that, gem and the string inside of it.
Bhante, do you think that it's really not a man-made string? Whenever you look deep into the gem, as the gem was being formed, there are facetal planes within the gem that will reflect the light in different spectrums. So as you held the light like this, you see blue, you turn it like this, it's yellow, you turn it like this, it's red. So it appears as if it's a thread, but it's not a thread. It's a visual perception of the facet of the joint within it.
Exactly. I think, thank you for bringing that, because of course this is a simile. Simile always has its limits. It's only explain one aspect of it, because neither the gem nor the string is solid. I mean, in the simile, it sounds as solid, but we see the whole physical processes. All the physical body is not really a thing, a solid thing. It's a process. But at the same time, the simile given for the consciousness here is a string. But the consciousness itself is not really a solid thing either. And Buddha would say that our body is more permanent than the mind. Mind is more transient than the body. So the string is even not really that, it is also continuously changing, shifting, moving thing.
Could it be that we got stuck here in the translation and somehow it came through as string, but it doesn't mean string?
No, it's a simile.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a simile. I think because Buddha is using a simile that is available at that time, people were using these gems and they put strings around it, and in this case, he want to explain the connection between body and mind. How thoroughly connected they are. But still we can distinguish. If you have clarity of the mind, we can clearly distinguish physical processes, mental processes. But they are working together so much. I think the purpose of looking at this physical process and mental process, how they are connected to each other, and this is for us to deeply understand what we call I. What we call my and me and myself, is direct, and they are realizing what is the reality of what we call so-called I. And it is this physical and mental processes working together and constantly changing all the time. And at one given point of time, it has particular nature, but the next moment it will be something, evolved and changed, and therefore you cannot really find what we call a permanent I there. So
if nothing's permanent, how can I be?
yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
Just always involved.
Yeah.
And realizing this, I think one of the deeper, the insights that we get, in our meditation to clearly distinguish these two processes, because it's important to see these two processes working together, and directly experiencing how it is really functioning here. That will help us to get rid of our delusions, our confusions and our delusions and our wrong view about a permanent self. So then we can easily relate to whatever happened to our body and mind, whatever happened in our life. So we can easily relate it, going beyond what we call delusions and confusions and misunderstanding that that we all carry. The issue is that our ordinary mind cannot see this. This is the problem for all humankind. In that famous book, Robert Wright wrote, that our brain is not designed to see the reality. Our normal brain. I mean, of course, it helps us so many ways, but but we can change it. We can. There's another pace of evolution we have to make in order to see the real thing. That's what we are doing in our meditation. So without developing the clarity of the mind to that level, we may not see the actual thing happening here. Many of us are simply living our life. Vast majority of us are living our life with images, with all kind of images and concepts that we have developed. That's how we operate in the world, but at least we need to understand that they are not real.
How about automatic pilot?
Yes. Yeah. So let us keep developing the clarity of our mind. Let us gradually look into our body and mind again and understand these two things. And I was so when I read this, this body was nourished or made of with rice and porridge. When I read that, I just remember that I realized that it's kind of thought came to my mind that actually this body is actually what I have eaten so far, right? This body didn't came like that, I didn't came my mother's womb like this, this very small, and then my mom's, milk and so many other things. And of course, and even before that, I was a tiny dot, right? And so what I consider as my body, I have so much, this is me, this is my body. I have all my, rights. You have no right to touch my body, and you have all kind of, ownership to this body. But actually, it's all the things that I have eaten from the environment have turned into this body. Can I really claim ownership to this?
Well, and if you think about it atomically, it's mostly space anyway. With the electrons and the neutrons going around the proton.
Exactly, yeah. So when you say rice and porridge, I say, oh yes, yeah, and it's all made up from what we eat. So what we eat is actually what is in the environment. So we are keeping eating, and then putting this inside, and this is growing, and so this is actually all the apples and all the bananas and all the things that I have eaten so far, and so everything in the environment have turned into body. And this also, so body is actually belongs to the environment, right? It's not really, ours in real sense.
Someday it'll be reclaimed.
Exactly.
Back to the banana and the apple.
Yeah.
Troubling at times.
Exactly. Yeah.
Actually, normally people are trying to get ownership to the earth, but the real thing is the physics. The body is body owner to the.
We ourselves. Yeah. So
yes, people try to
own the earth.
But
earth owns us.
Yeah, that's the real
reality, right?
Finally, it is happening.
Yeah, we may try to claim ownership to different pieces of earth and fight against each other, right? And then finally we become a part of the earth.
Yes.
Thank you, Bhante. Yes, that is true. Okay, so so let us continue to sharpen our awareness. So we are not only developing calmness and deep peace and tranquility in our meditation, we are also sharpening our understanding, our clarity, and that will help us to see what is really happening here directly. It's a different understanding when you directly see it. when you hear about it, when you talk about it, when you read about it, you will develop some understanding, but it's very different from what you will realize when you directly see it, directly experience it. So that's the understanding we develop through meditation. Okay, thank you everyone for your contribution and everything. And we can move to the other part of the program. But today, actually, we have another short ceremony. Today, another short additional ceremony, and it's the time now. Actually, we will share the merits. We will share all the goodness we develop in this practice with everyone else. Particularly, we would like to think about our, departed family members, friends. And we want to be grateful and share our merits with them. Today we have our Melissa, who just lost her father last week, and she has come with her mom, and she came all the way from Virginia, and so they are going to remember their father. So we are going to do a short memorial service for their beloved father, Larry Frost, right? Frost, right? Boston. Yeah. Boston. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, Larry Boston. Yeah. So we will think about him, and so before we chant the transference of Mary's part, I will invite you and Mom to come and light the candle in front of your dad. Yeah, come. Yeah, please come over there. Yes.
He's actually at a pinball tournament that used to take place in Pittsburgh. Yeah. With in that nature.
What's this one?
Oh.
That's the pop.
We will invite him to witness this. Okay, so when you feel all love, you feel kindness, goodness. And so we will do a short water ceremony. So later you are going to pour this water.
It's okay, we can sit like
You can say. Later you are going to pour this water into this fountain for it overflows, thinking about your heart. And so when you do this, we would like to do as a community. So if you like, you can come closer to them and you can touch your shoulder, and others can touch each other's shoulders, and then be a part of this whole thing. So everyone is giving their good wishes and their merits to your father. Yeah, so you can touch each other's shoulders, so we are all connected as one community. Let's take this moment to think about our Melissa's beloved father, Larry, and he has been a great father and a great husband. And let us now think about him and give him a special gift from our mind. By doing this meditation together, by doing this chanting together, and doing this wholesome discussion together, we generate us good merits, good karma in our hearts. So now we are giving that good karma to Larry. We are passing and transferring this good karma to Larry, wishing him to rejoice in this merits, wishing him to benefit from this merit, and then have a smooth transition to his next existence. May Larry feel the love that we are giving to him. May Larry rejoice in this friendship, in this loving kindness, in this good merits, and may he have a smooth transition and a happy existence. With that wish, you can transfer, you pour the water, we will chant. Idang mi ñātinang hotu sukhita huntu ñātayo. Idang mi ñātinang hotu sukhita huntu ñātayo. Idang mi ñātinang hotu sukhita huntu ñātayo. Yatavari vahapura paripurenti sagarang evameva ito dinnang petanang upakampati unnami udakang vantang yata ninnang pavantati evameva ito dinnang petanang upakampati. Just like the empty cup was full of water and even overflows the water, may Larry be full of joy, happiness, and peace, and be surrounded by loving kindness. May he have a smooth journey towards the enlightenment. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, thank you, everyone. You can go ahead. Keep it here. Turn to page 14. So we just chanted the first part, and now we are chanting the second part, sharing these merits with all other living beings. Let us also share these merits, this good karma with all other beings too. If there's any person, any being who would like to share this merit, may he or she do so. May all living beings share our merits. May all living beings be well, happy, and peaceful. Ittavata ce amhihi samvatam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Wish for the well-being of the world in English. May the weather be pleasing. May the people prosper in their lives. May there be peace and happiness in the world. May the rulers be righteous. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Aspiration. May this wholesome act quicken the liberation of my mind from mental defilements. By virtue of this wholesome act, may I never follow the unwise people. May I associate with good people until I attain Nibbana, purification. If by body, speech, or mind I have carelessly done wrong, acknowledge them all in front of the Tathagata of great wisdom and determine to be grateful. We will now chant the Loving Kindness Sutra. This is our blessing service now. We wish you all to receive these blessings of the wholesome vibration that we are generating now. And this particular sutra was given by the Buddha with great compassion for all living beings. So may you receive the great compassion, the blessings of the great compassion of the Buddha. May you receive the loving kindness that we are radiating towards you now. May you receive the blessings of the wholesome vibration we are generating. And by the power of these blessings, may you be blessed with good health, peace and happiness, and strength and courage to overcome your difficulties. And especially today, we want to extend these blessings to Dana Canary, wishing her very, very happy and healthy birthday. And may she receive good health, healing, and physical comfort, and physical strength, and peace and happiness. So may Dana be surrounded by these blessings. may be blessed with good health, peace, and happiness. You may also recall to your mind whoever you want to share these blessings with, people in your family, people who are sick, and share these blessings with them too. May all of you receive these blessings. May all of you be well, happy, and peaceful. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Karaniya manta kusalena yantang santang padang abhisamicca sakko juja sujuja suvacho chasnsa mudvanati santos sagocha subharocha ampakincho sallavukka buddhi santrindriyocha nipakocha ampagambo kulesu ananugendo nachakundam samachare kinchena vinyupare upavadeyum sakino vakemino hontu sabbe santa bhavantu sukhitatanta neparo eke chipana bhutanti tasavata verava anavasesadiga vae mantava manjimaraskanukatula dittava eva additta echa dure vasanti avidure bhutava sambhavesiva sabbe santa bhavantu sukhitantana paro parang nikumbe nati manyeta kanta chinang kanche vyarosana patiga sanjnana manyasnsa dukkhamitche matayataniam puntang ayusa eka puntamanuragge vampi sambhabhutesu manasambhavaye aparimanam mittam ca sambhalokasmin manasambhavaye aparimanam uttam adoca diriyam ca asampadam avirang asapantam tittam charang nisinno vasayano vayavatasya vigadamindo etam sating adipteya brahmameta viharang itamahu ditting ca anupagam siva dasanina sampanno kamisu viniyage dam nahi jatu gambaseyam punareti etena sanca vajjena sodti te hotu sambhada etena sanca vajjena sambharogo vinasatu etena sanca vajjena hotu te jaya mangalam Sabbitiyo vivajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavantantarayo sukhiti gayuko bhavatu sabba mangalang rakkantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sada sunti bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalang rakkantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sada sunti bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalang rakkantu sabba devata sabba sanghanubhavena sada santi bhavantu te. Let us spend a moment of reflection. Let us record to our mind whatever kindness that we were able to express and practice during last few days. Think about a kind deed that you were able to do during past few days. A help you did to someone, or even showing your care and listening to someone. Just recall an actual incident. Let us rejoice in these kind deeds. On this day, or in the past, if I have done kind deeds to other beings with my body, speech, or mind, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in those kind deeds, appreciating the opportunity to be helpful to others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, wishing more opportunities to practice compassion. I rejoice in those kind deeds, resolving not to compare myself with others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, and gladly share this joy with all beings everywhere. May my kind deeds relieve the burdens of other beings. May my kind deeds shield me from all dangers and pain. May my kind deeds and merits that come from them help me in freeing my heart. Let us now recall to our mind whatever kindness we receive from others. Recall to your mind an incident someone helped you, someone showed their care and kindness to you. Or you saw someone was doing a good deed to another. Let us rejoice the goodness of others. On this day, or in the past, if I have seen or heard of the kind deeds done by others, with their body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds, and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in the goodness of others, being always ready to praise kind people and follow their example. I rejoice in the goodness of others, appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world. I rejoice in the goodness of others, others,
I rejoice in the goodness of others.
expressing gratitude for any kindness done.
Express gratitude for any kindness.
May the kind deeds of others bring safety and happiness to many living beings. May the kind deeds of others foster gratitude and fellowship among many living beings. May the kind deeds of others nurture goodness in me, many living beings. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you everyone for joining us, and it's a lovely day. And we had additional 2 ceremonies on one day. Thank you everyone for your participation and help. So on 15th we will have a celebration of the the birth, the enlightenment, and the passing away of the Buddha. We will have a half-day retreat. You should have received emails. So if you like to observe 8 precepts and spend half of the day meditating here and listening to the Dhamma, you can sign up for that. On 22nd, we'll have a bigger celebration, but only in the afternoon. All the other Buddhist organizations in the area will come to our center for the first time, because we used to have it, in downtown, but this time they want to congratulate us for moving to this new place. And so they will come here to have the joint celebration on 22nd. Meanwhile, Bhante Metta have been working so hard to build a pavilion, a platform for our Bodhi tree. So we decided to, ask support and help from our friends to cover the cost of the materials, that will go into, in that new structure. Of course, the labor is completely free. Bhante Metta, with the help of few other volunteers, working day and night. Sometimes he put the lights in the night and also work there. So, but there's a cost to the materials. So we ask some support from you. We will get an email, on how to support and what is the total cost of the materials. So just to give an idea beforehand. So, yes.
DK wanted me to encourage everybody who was planning on coming on the 15th to sign up online. If you didn't get an email, be sure to get Bhante. We have an email
list, yeah. Because we are preparing food also. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, everyone, and thank you those who joined over YouTube, and thank you very much. Really appreciate your participation. We know that you send your good wishes to our Dana, and also your condolences to Melissa and everyone. And thank you. Yeah, thank you. See you next week.
Oh, birthday cake in the